Oh, shit. All right. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, invite. All right. What's up, Wolfie?
Not much.
Can you see the
Goody,
screen?
goody.
Yep.
We can see the screen.
All right. So today we are going to be covering some editing basics. I got some stuff set up, pre-recorded stuff to just kind of go over and get the basics. There's no like real storytelling or anything. Uh, this first little part is going to be teaching how to get that black background. If you've got a black screen behind you, what you're going to want to do is slide over here to. You want to click on the clip that's in your timeline that you want to edit, and you scroll over to adjust, and then we can mess with the contrast. Turn that all the way up. That usually does it. You can come back to the saturation, turn that down a little bit, so you're not like looking like you're orange. Turn that down a little bit. Uh, you can also mess with the HSL, which will negate specific colors. So, like red, you can turn the saturation all the way down. Now I have no lips, or my lips are blue looking. Uh, you can just mess with that saturation on all these different colors, and eventually you'll just be like black and white. And turn the red up. Like if you were had like lipstick or something on and you just wanted the lipstick to show, like what's that movie? Uh it was like a crime noir movie. Dang it, I can't think of the name. Anyway, yeah, that's how you would do it.
Sin City.
Sin City, there we go. God. So basically, yeah, the contrast is what you want, is your key. You turn that all the way up and you'll get that blacker black in the background. And then you want to come over to your saturation and turn that down a little bit so you look a little more natural. If you're wanting full color. If you don't want any color at all, then just turn the saturation all the way off. So that's how you get that blacker background. And then let's what do I have here? Oh, I got a bunch of stuff already loaded up on this. So we're going to. I was playing around last night. We'll show you how to do that real quick. All right. So where do 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 do. I'm gonna delete all that stuff. Delete, delete, delete. delete, and delete. Okay, so you want to have like a horror moment in your video, and you want your head to go like super quick, like all over the place. So what you want to do is you want to video record yourself sitting still for a little bit of time. So I stop moving right around there. So we'll split the video there. We'll delete it. And then I start the head movement right there. And you're gonna want to want to look stupid for a little while. So you're gonna look silly doing this. And then you get all that head movement done. Do that for about a minute, 2 minutes, however long you can, really. And then when your head becomes into a neutral position, so when you're looking back at the camera, you want to put another cut and then delete the rest. And then you go back to the beginning. Did I make the cut already? I did. All right. So we got that cut. We have this section right here of me moving my head all around. We're going to go down here and we're going to go to speed. And we're just going to boost it all the way up to like 60-ish. And we'll take a look and see at the speed. So there we go. I always delete that CapCut ending. So we got that. So how do we make it look right? So we can do this. We can go down here, we select that clip, and we scroll all the way over to overlay. So now we can put this anywhere we want it. Like if we got music or something, it can go to wherever the music is. And then boom. So that's a quick little horror trick if you want to use something like that in your edits. And then you can always add to it. Audio, let's do effects. Horror is a good one. I like dramatic horns. Let me just sync it up. That didn't start right. Slide it over a little bit. Never underestimate the usefulness of audio in video. So that's that. And then if you have like a soundtrack or something, you want to sync it up to wherever your bass drop is or whatever. So that's that. Now we'll, what are we going to do? We'll move into the, I'm sitting on my knees here. Hold on. We'll move into how to do masking. So we got, let's cut the audio. We got a video of me standing here in front of the mirror. And you notice that it looks like natural, but we want the me in the mirror to be looking the same direction. So you need to record yourself for however long you want looking at the camera. And then you need to record yourself for roughly the same amount of time looking at the mirror. So then what we do is we end the clip right before we turn our head. So we put a split there. And then once we stop moving, we put another split. Select that clip, delete it. And then we will overlay this whole thing. Slide it back over here. Now we have the video of me looking at the mirror is the only thing you see. So what we need to do is make a mask. So we select that bottom clip, scroll over, and hit mask. And we're going to want the rectangle mask. And then we're just going to slide it over until it covers the whole mirror. And we can adjust it like that. We really only need to get our body in the mirror. Hit the check mark, and then boom. That simple. Now, I can't really help you with syncing up the movements. Like if you want to have movements that are aligned, like that head bob, that's that kind of takes practice and just timing and all that stuff. But that's how you mask, pretty much. That's the basics of masking. And masking is a pretty crucial tool, in my opinion, because it allows you to do so much stuff if you have the imagination to do it. Like this next one, I'm going to be talking about how to do like pulling stuff out of a portal. So, can everybody see it all right? Is the chat or anything in the way? How's everybody doing? Move it up just a little bit. There we go. All right. So we're going to be talking about doing how to pull something out of a portal. All right. So you see this area up here, how there's no movement going on? That's kind of key. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to scroll. Oh, shit. Knocking over stuff. All right. We're going to want to scroll all the way over after we select the clip. Scroll all the way over to where it says freeze. So we get a freeze frame of that scene. And then we're going to want to take this main clip and we're going to want to overlay it. Then we take this freeze framed portion and we scroll however long we need it, like there. We'll just go that far. So you see that I reach up to the top of the screen. So I want to mask that area out. We'll just use a regular square mask and we'll put it right about there. So, oh, I need to invert that. There we go. Now, when I reach up, my hand will disappear and I'll pull out a bottle. And that's pretty much the basics of that, but we want to make it look good, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to save this so everything is locked into place. So this is just a raw video of my hand disappearing. We go back, we add project. So now we have a solid video of my hand disappearing. Now what we can do is right before my hand goes in, we can put a split. And then right here, we add another mask. And we'll do a circle mask, invert it so the circle is black. And we'll bring it down a little bit and we'll feather it out like that. That's what that little down arrow with the dot, the solid down and the dotted down arrow does. It'll feather the mask out. And then we will see how that looks. So it looks like I need to bring it down just a little bit. So I'll do that, bring it down to right about there. Hit OK. I don't want that. So now I'm reaching into this portal, right? But we want the portal to move with our hand. So how do we do that? Well, we come over here, we select this, and we hit keyframe. That little diamond shape right there, that's called a keyframe. So we hit that, we add a keyframe. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? So we add the keyframe and we scroll forward until right about there. And we add another keyframe. The reason we add another keyframe is because if we do a movement of the mask before that keyframe is put there, then it'll move from this beginning right here. So we add that keyframe right there, and we want that mask to move. So we go back and click on the mask, and we just move it over a little bit. And then we go forward in the frame, and it needs to go over just a little more. And all these little movements will add more keyframes to your clip. So you're just adjusting for movement. And this can be a tedious process if you have a lot of different movements. We want that to go over just a little more. And then over just a little bit more. Then we pull the bottle out. And then we add a keyframe. And then we'll have this this mask kind of go forward a little bit, and we'll have the mask kind of like disappear. There we go. So this is how it looks, all put together. We reach in, the portal opens, kind of follows our hand, and then boom. Just like that. All right. So that's a basic portal. There's a little bit stuff that could be done a little bit better, but that's basically what you do. Yeah. So now let's do coming out of a portal, like the whole body. All right. So let's say you want to suddenly appear out of a portal. So what you want to do is you want to film yourself with nothing in the background, so you can get that that freeze frame, right? And we're basically going to be doing the same thing. So right there. So we want to stop the video when we're just coming down from the air. So we'll split there, delete all that unnecessary stuff, and we just come down out of the air. So we're going to want right about there. We're going to do another split that's kind of tight. So we're going to take two fingers and kind of spread apart to zoom in on the timeline. So we're going to work with this, and we're going to want to remove the background out of this series of frames. Where are you? Remove background. There we go. All right. So the background has been removed. And now we want to overlay. Boom. Just like that. Now the reason we want it as short as possible is because the shadow, if you can tell, the shadows aren't there when you remove the background. So we want as little time as possible with that background removed. So we got that. We'll split there. Delete the rest, and we'll export that. Go back, add new project. There we go. Everything is fused together now. The reason we do that is because if you try to add a video effect to overlays, it usually doesn't work out as planned. So now we come here and we can do a couple things. In the app, you got the effects. We can do a video effect. Go over to comic, and we can do mic. Boom, just like that. That's almost lined up perfectly. So we want to slide this over just a little more. We can adjust the speed. Let's speed it up a little bit. So now we don't need two of them going. So we'll scroll that back. And then we need to adjust this forward a little bit. Maybe a little more. Boom. Just like that. Okay. So for some extra sauce, let's go back to that first one that we were working on. All right, so we got this little frame right here that we're on. What we can do is we can select that, keyframe it, scroll, make ourselves super tiny, and then scroll forward. And then at the end of that part, we keyframe it so it zooms all the way in. So now we look like we're coming in like that from the portal, like we're getting kicked out of a portal. So now that we do the same thing, we want to fuse the whole clips together. We export. This is why it's important to have a lot of memory. You come back, go back, add new. There we go. Add. Now, as we're zooming in, we want to add that effect. So we go video effect, comic, might, adjust, speed all the way up. We want to take that second little boop off. So we'll just scroll that back a little bit. Then Doesn't quite sync up yet, so we got to slide it over. And boom. A little bit more clean. You kind of get a little bit more feeling of the person actually coming out of a portal. What up, Wild Child? If anybody wants to hop in the box, you're more than welcome. But we're going to add some extra cheese on here, and we're going to teach about keyframing now. So we're going to delete that effect. Delete that ending. We're going to add this that I may or may not have. So we got a green screen portal right here. We're going to start right there. Delete that. And then come over to here. Split. Delete. Now what we want to do now is we want to crop this. So we scroll over to the edit and then hit crop. And we want to get all of the green into the crop. So just like that. And just like that. So now that's all green screen. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh. So now we can come in here and we can scroll, select the clip, come over here, go to Chrome key, select the color. You want that wheel right there to have all green in it. Go over here to the intensity and just turn it all the way up. For like 90% of the time, you're gonna have to turn it all the way up. I turn the shadows all the way up as well. Now we just have this portal opening up. But I also want it to close. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. Copy. And then we're going to reverse. Actually, let's do the speed first. We want the close to be real fast. So we're going to bump that up to 10. And that seems about right. And now we're going to reverse the clip. So we select that clip and we scroll over until we find reverse, which is right there. And then it'll process for a little bit. Wait till it's done doing its thing. So now we have a portal opening and closing. And closing. So I want that to be a lot faster of an open. We'll bump it up to 5 times speed. All right, now we overlay it. Go down here to overlay, and then we overlay that part too. Overlay, 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 overlay. We slide this over to wherever we want the, there we go. But we also need to increase the size. So we'll do something like that. Okay. So I messed up. We actually need to go back to, dang it. to this one. We need to put that in here. So we do the same thing over again. Yeah, we'll just use this one. Let's overlay this. Edit, crop. All right. Now we chroma key it. Chroma key, intensity. There we go. Shadow. Let's go to the layer as one. All right, let's make this work. Remove background. There we go. So we want that to open just a little bit sooner. Boom, something like that. And then we can do something cool with keyframing. We can add the keyframe and have this do the same thing. And have it open all the way up. Something like that. Yep. And that's basically it. So that was a lot of layers. You'll want to have this top one as your freeze frame of the whole beginning. And then this one you'll want to have as layer 1. Is it layer 1? Layer 1. And then these middle ones as layer 2. So it'll be this one, and then your video of yourself with the background removed will come out. And then you can go from there with the rest of your storyline. All right. So now let's talk about J cuts, L cuts, that kind of stuff. What do I have here that we can do? All right. What are you? Oh no, I deleted that stuff. Shit. Damn it. Yeah, note to whoever's listening, if you delete any videos before you have saved your CapCut or exported it, they will no longer be able to be edited in your CapCut. What is this? Oh, that's a video I was working on for Armory Recruiters. All right, so does anybody want to hop in the box or have any questions or anything like that? You want me to go through the whole thing again? So we were talking about how to get that black in the beginning of your video. If you've got a black screen, you come over here to, you select that clip, come over to adjust, and it's really, a lot of it has to do with contrast. So this is normal. This is how it was shot. You slide the contrast all the way up, you get that deeper black. You can come over to the saturation and turn it down a little bit so your face doesn't seem as glowy. Then you can also come over to the temperature and you can shift it to a warmer or cooler temp. You go too far either way, then stuff starts to look weird. But if you're using a cooler temperature, it is what it says. It makes it feel like it's a cooler mood. Like this is used a lot if you're filming in like a frozen area, or if you're supposed to be in a frozen area. You might want your temperature to be on the cool side. It also denotes like a depressive mood or things along those lines. Warm is the exact opposite. If you're in a warmer climate, you might want to temperature shift to a warm color, and that denotes more of a happy mood. And then you can also play against type and have like a warm video with a darker subject matter. Oh, I thank you. Appreciate that. Now we can talk about videography. All this editing stuff doesn't do much good if the raw video isn't what it needs to be. Multiple scenes, all that good stuff. Like if I want to transition from this to, and then let's just throw that in there for sakes. So I'm going from this to this. Well, there's a bunch of different transitions. CapCut is preloaded with a plethora. And how you do that is, you see that little mark right there? That little like eye that's in between the two clips. You click on that and you can do a basic transition. You can do something like that, or a flash. Like there's, and you can mess with how the duration of it. You can make it last only 0.3 seconds, or you can last for a longer time. That transition would work pretty good. The blur transition would work pretty good for like a flashback. If you're wanting to transit, like you're telling a story and you want to flash back to something. Or you can just do these. You can go down to animation and you can click the out, and there's a whole bunch of different zoom in, zoom out, Fade out is what I use like all the time. You can just fade it out gradually. Or you can actually keyframe a transition. Like, let's say I want this to start fading right there. I can go over here. I added the keyframe, go all the way to the end of the clip, select my opacity, turn it all the way down. So from this keyframe to that, it'll gradually fade out. That pretty much does the exact same thing that the preset animation does. All right. So let's talk about J cuts and L cuts. Here, let me just record something real quick. Oh, camera. Now, what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want to do. Well, you're just dumb. All right. So we'll just delete that. Add that. Now and delete that. All right. So L cuts and J cuts. The easiest way to do them, in my opinion, is to use overlay. Let's turn the volume up so you can actually hear it. All right. Now what you want to do is this. So right when I get done saying this. What you want to do is this. This. So as I'm saying this. No. We're going to want to put the split right there. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. And right when I get done, and you want to leave gaps in your speaking so you can put the cut. No, that's not even close to what I want to do. Well, you're just do. We'll put that split there. So now we've got it cut up, right? What you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. Now, to make it sound a little more like a normal conversation, you do what's called an L cut or a J cut. So you go over here and you overlay. And you overlay. So now we want to freeze frame up here. So why we freeze frame up there is because we want that time for this other clip to play. So then we get something like this. Now what you want to do is this. No, that's. So we slide that over, and this would be a J cut right here. What you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. See how I start talking even though the other clip is still saying something? Now what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. You want to hide that actually bring it a little bit in more, and this will be the L cut. What you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want to do. And then another J cut. Well, that's not even close to what I want. Well, you're just dumb. There you go. Now what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want. Well, you're just dumb. So we have this bottom clip coming in and the cut is up here. So that would be a J cut because it kind of goes this way. And then this cut right here would be an L cut. And then a J cut, and then it just ends. Now what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want. And then we can adjust this for time. Adjust that for time. Now what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want. Well, you're just dumb. So I want to be able to see this. So to make it look a little bit more pleasing to the eye, we'll put a cut right here and we'll turn the opacity all the way down on this. And we'll see now what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want. Well, you're just dumb. Maybe put a split there and turn the opacity down on that as well. And we'll see how that plays. Now what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want. Well, you're just dumb. That looks a little better. Maybe that. And this is just playing with it now. Now what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close. That is not what I want at all. What you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want. Well, you're just dumb. I think we'll go with that. Now what you want to do is this. No, that's not what you want to do. This is what you want to do. No, that's not even close to what I want. Well, you're just dumb. Yeah, but that's how I do my L cuts and J cuts. You get that overlay of sound, it makes it sound like more of a natural conversation. If you're just acting to yourself, which a lot of TikTok does, so. But I hope you have enjoyed the class. If you have any questions on editing or anything like that, feel free to drop me a DM or leave me a message in one of my videos if you're unable to DM me, and I will get back with you with an answer. But I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the class.